Hello, and welcome back. Where in the world could he be? Oh, too, I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildebrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries. Ever since Shigiri got detained by Shigami, the inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Okibono, but to no avail. Never fear, my faithful assistants. I have returned. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and a half-boiled egg is to be commenced. Hard-boiled egg, not half-boiled, is to be commended, my good man. I might go so far as to say that in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors concerning Master Okibono, I received a mysterious missive I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers. Gosh, Inspector Hildebrand, even in the Far East, you've got yourself a following. Can I see it? Certainly, Nashu. Now that's interesting. He's definitely not written by Hagen, but this doesn't seem to be too good with the Eorzean letters. Yes, something of light. You who seeks the strongest of swords, the Sorobos hero. Now that I have laid claim to this most priceless treasure, if you would make it yours, meet up upon Kukuni Oshi for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know who. There's something of light, you say? Why, you must be referring to none other than my humble self, the one and only gentleman of light. That said, I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Edgar. What do you think, Inspector? Inspector Hildebrand? What do you mean he up and ran off? And why are you still standing here? You should hurry up and try to catch him before he does something silly. Oh, think I didn't see that somebody's challenging Edgar to a duel. Duel me! Oh, that was quick. Is that you, Edgar? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in a pickle, and by pickle I mean the ground. Okay, sorry lies beyond this gate, but before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, and then inverted, and then embedded thrustly by the deer, but misguided Jim. The duel, I must regrettably leave us up to you. I looked beforehand what was the level for this. The level for this was, I think, like 365. Yeah, I'll pause it, and I'll unpause it when it pops. Oh, that was quicker. I just got done turning my phone on. And of course, we ended up dying at the very end. Oh, we got a card. At least we got something out of it. We meet again, Hildy. Greg, I say, you are a sight for sore eyes. However, did you come to here in Kogone, in the far east, for that matter? Well, you see, the thing about that is... I say, to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time. Indeed, I was. After Edgar bested me a second time, I quit Eorzea and embarked upon a journey to distant lands that I might hone my skill in preparations for our inevitable third bout. But when I saw you had misread my carefully written words and came in his stead, I felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive my unkindness, Hildy. Now, Greg, there's no need for apologies between friends. Yet again, I must ask, though, how did you come to be here in Kogane as a Ronin of much repute and remarkably thin waist? I see it seems far-fetched, but insulting to your intelligence, but there's a simply and highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skill and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected to budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to a deathly hunger, I fell to my knees, and in that instant looked to my bosom friend and that painted rooster that had offered me companionship in my darkest hour. And when dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more, a sliver of strength restored by the terrible sacrifice of my comrade, whose body and soul I would carry with me ever after. But by his grace, I survived for days and days after, until I chanced to cross a path with a stray dog. A Gobon has an arrow in it! He too was clearly a victim of slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. And in each other we found kindred spirits, we orphans of fate. Thus did I name him Daigoro, and thereafter did we travel as one, working together that we might live to see another day. When we at last arrived at Kogon, I sought employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. It was through such ventures that I acquired the Samanatu, in fact, and began to build my reputation as Yojimbo. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectations of his clients, and so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. It was around that time I first saw Edgar walking the streets of Kogon, much to my surprise. Needless to say, the sight of the man who had bested me twice before was enough to rekindle the competitive spirit within me, so when I heard tell of the Sorobo Sakiro, I knew I must claim it in preparation for our battle. The rest you know. Truly a riveting tale. And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again was I defeated by the great and powerful warrior of light. As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. I have taken my shot and fallen short, so I will cease my shenanigans and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors, that I might make amends for my misdeeds. And we should be glad to have it, Greg. Welcome aboard. Let us return to Nashu and share with her the wonderful news. You too, Greg. You're a full-fledged assistant now. Amid my defeat, Braveheart, let us bygones be bygones. You and I move forward in a spirit of camaraderie towards a common goal. Surely this was a twist that no one could have possibly seen coming. Terrible news, everyone. What is the matter, Nashu? It's Shigeru's punishment for helping the wolf burglar escape. He's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide. It's indeed a disturbing development, Tildy. We have no time to spare, my friends. Pursuing the wolf burglar is in the wind. Our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Master Ikabono and uncover proof that the sword he claims was first stolen by he himself. Divide and conquer, Agents of Inquiry style. How did Ikabono earn his fortune, you ask? By peddling a variety of medical wares for all manners of purposes. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. He still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Well, that I had to go into the forge like luxury elixirs, potions, and potables. His clientele spends in a visit what I earn in a month. I should be glad to hear of speak of Master Levelin to you, albeit solely with regards to his character as a businessman. Like all who has risen to mercantile prominence, he has been at the center of rumors and intrigue. For every man who sings his praise, there's another who would curse his name. None will deny the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected given his he utilizes the finest ingredients from the birthplace of alchemy, Radzit Han. His customers are beyond counting. On the other hand, none can deny the exorbitant profits he reaped by tightly controlling the supply of harnish ingredients. Absent competition, he is free to price this as he sees fits. Fortunately, this has led many to, despite need of his medicines, to spend their entire life savings and seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. His practices are ultimately unholy within the confines of the law, so again, as a businessman, he is to be lord of his success, but I will say nothing on his morals or ethics, or lack thereof. Oh, I just walked right by it. Have you, tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good man? Come, out with it. A man who preys on the sick and needy for personal gain, is he? As expected, there is far more to Master Ikabono than meets the eye. Inspector, we've got to hurry. Trigger's execution is going to be carried out any moment now, if we don't do something. Wait, already? And there I was hoping we might conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information we might convince them to set the poor man free, but absent that, there are many roads which leads to just ends. If we must take a shortcut to avert a grave miscarriage of justice, then so be it. Let's have Gilgamesh transform again. Honored brothers, I will not beg your forgiveness, only pray that by this humble offering of my life that I might absolve the Sakigami of the shame I have brought upon it through my misdeeds. I was kind of hoping he was going to be wearing the makeup. What is the meaning of this? That man is an imposter. Seize him at once. Shigeru, now is your chance to escape. I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. Your honor is yours yet, samurai. You need not cut your belly open this day, Shigeru, for you have the Sorobo Sokurio and the infamous wolf burglar besides. But why? We had a deal, remember? Temporary release, and I'm a wolf of my word. Aye, this is indeed Sorobo Shukahiro. Very well. Escort the wolf burglar back to his cell and send a runner to Master Okabono's estate at once. What happened to the guy that we put in the cell? What happened to him? We are far from finished here. The wolf burglar may be in custody once more, but you must answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I must decide that you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Okabono and... That will not be necessary. Indeed, after the return of the wolf burglar, I believe we can decide this tiresome affair resolved. Master Komodi. Wait, I know you. Master Ikobono's guest. The one the cookie threw into the wall. Oh, surely you must be mistaken. I have no recollection of any of such events, or of you for that matter. Anyway, as I said before, I believe that there's no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. However, such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allot you and yours next year. Registered Master Komodo, that we value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgment. So, Gary, the matter of the Master Komodo is now officially closed. That will be all. He even dyed his eyelashes. I mean, not eyelashes, eyebrows. Yes, that will be all. Valerie, Hildebrand, agent of Empire Inspector Extraordinaire, have once more done the impossible and saved a man from certain death. A shame that the others seemed so eager to wash their hands of the affair. Not Shigiri, though. I understand he still has questions for the wolf burglar. Just in the nick of time, or before the nick, I should say. Core, we did it. We saved Shigeru. What ho, Shigeru, over here. Friends, I cannot thank you enough. Had you not arrived when you had, I would not be standing before you now. You will forgive me for dispensing with further expressions of gratitude, for I have just returned from the jail where I spoke to the wolf burglar who shared with me some rather troubling information. Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it? Not long after we delivered the wolf burglar into the custody of the XIV, Master Akabano stormed into the jail and began berating the turnkey, demanding that they return the stolen contents of his safe. You may recall that we spoke with Master Akabano concerning this theft shortly after we first met. He was rather secretive regarding said contents at the time, but the wolf burglar said it was an unmarked satchel filled with white powder. Given Master Akabano's reputation as a purveyor of medicines, our chivalrous thief resolved to steal it for the benefit of the poor people and needy as his wont. However, since there was nothing to identify that manner of medicine, it was the wolf burglar decided to hold on to it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine, for what else would Akabano clamor for it so? My King Inspector sense is tingling. What is this satchel now? And the position of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit it, however, unless we give them the proper password. As above, so below. Understood. Let us hasten to their den of inquiry. I just realized, I think Edgar has a lot of belts underneath his jacket. Rather a lot of belts, or that very weird shirt. I'm not good with dark places. Too easy to trip and bump your noggin. Hello there, Koju. Enjoying another fine morning in the waterways. A fine hideaway this is, away from the prying eyes of local constabulary. Somehow I doubt they'll ever consider me a friend. Now you turn up sooner or later. Didn't expect you to be bringing along another unfamiliar face, though. No matter. I like the cut of his jib, so we're after this time. A certain satchel containing a certain white powder, which once belonged to a certain merchant. The wolf burglar told me you have it. If he did, then he told you the magic word too. Yes, of course they are. Soar high above and never go low. What, call me, take me? No. This is no time for fun and games, Inspector. I will go where the wild rose blooms. That's it. Nothing personal, but we've got to be careful. Damned if I knew what it is, but my gut tells me it's nothing no honest man would keep in a locked safe. That's it. A suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. We need to first determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Seek the assistance of a Hoshian alchemist, or someone versed in their alchemical traditions. Perhaps someone at the Tavernier Consult. Brilliant minds think alike. I too reached the conclusions but a moment ago. To the Tavernier Consult, my friends. Here you can't simply go and bang on the gates of foreign consulates and expect to... Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's all the way on the other side. Edgar, we got stuck on the step there for a second. So, rather son, I realize, but to reiterate is of important we speak with your superiors. To reiterate, have you got an appointment or not? As such, no. In my hands, they are tied. There are procedures, samurai, and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made. In respects, I would agree, but this is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made. What ho, young Mandeville man? Father. What brings you to the far side of the world? Okay, no, he's not even hiding. He's just sitting next to the Aetheryte. A complex series of events too exhausting to detail or greater importance is what brings us to consult. You see, we must need enlist the assistance of a Honish alchemist or one with an eclectic knowledge of Honish reagents. How fortunate then that we should chance to meet. I am a representative of the Sajata concern, a resident of Rutset Han. Should you know not the name, we trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your conjury requires the expertise of one versed in such wares, pray permit me to assist you. Indeed, to aid the son of Lord Godbert Mandeville and his comrades would be an honor most great. This is most generous of you. Far be it for us to refuse. Perhaps a change of venue is in order. I say let us not impose upon the hard-working keepers of the peace any longer. Time to hand over the space cocaine. Oh, no, that's a better trading place. He's in a tree now. This powder is most fascinating, an ingredient of Hannish origin. This is true, but not one intended for medical purposes, dangerous purposes rather, and for this reason its sale is forbidden in the hands of a master alchemist. It can be used to create dew prism. I'm sorry, dew prism? A most powerful drug. A mere thimbleful is enough to befuddle the senses and render even the most strong-willed subjects susceptible to any and all commands. You may be assured that this is not an exaggeration. Resistance is most regrettably quite futile. Undeniable it is, save for the occasional glimmer in the eyes. Undetectable as it is, save for occasional glimmer in the eyes. A change of the color, fleeting and impossible. By the company, I've seen such a glimmer before. Oh, are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light? Well, to deduce my faithful assistant and undying fan, I was just about to voice the same conclusion. Oh, if that's what you say is true, then a terrible crime has been committed. Evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. It all makes sense now. Why else would the chief concord of the Shigami press so strongly to end an investigation into a modest merchant before he drugged himself during their meeting? At last, we have motive, means, and an opportunity. Come, let us put an end to this once and for all. How wonderful is to see Hildy infectious enthusiasm inspire others to rise to the occasion once more. Well then, do not let me detain you. Fishies. Time to go to the barracks. Oh, no, we're not going to the barracks. We're going to... Akabuna, we call on you to come forth and answer for your dastardly deeds. Doesn't seem like anybody's home, does it? Wherever could he possibly be? Huh, but that's impossible. I thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? As if I content myself with sitting in a jail. I could escape on a whim while you lot bungled your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. And by escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time, eh? Wouldn't want to repeat of before. Don't tell me this was your plan all along, to secure my freedom so we could expose Kawabano's crime together. And reclaim the Soboro Sahir into the bargain. Aye, it's no small undertaking, and I knew I need all the help I can get. Now that we're all on the same page, let's be on our way. The bastard's bound for the Isle of Balko, off to meet with a silent partner, I'm told. Capital, if we hurry, perhaps we can beat Akibono to the punch. He may be an idiot, but he's got the right idea. There's no time to waste. Very well, if that is the way the winds are blowing, let no one say I don't also blow. This is the place, I'm sure of it. All we have to do is wait. Father? Well, the comment could be that the inspector's father is in leagues with Akibono. Don't be daft, look closer. As always, your discretion is in these matters is greatly appreciated. As is yours, Master Akibono, but to that matter at hand, the dew prism has it served you well, met your expectations, I trust. Exceed them, I should say. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that a drug could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless, the chief one encounter had no idea his drink had been compromised. He had already proven he'd be a most useful tool in manipulating the Shinigami, more than worth the regular upkeep to keep him in my thrall. Now that the Sorbo Shikiri is back where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Bokushio, perhaps? Magistrate Okibono, ha. Why not? All Kagone is mine for the taking. You are more right than you know, Master Okibono, for I come bearing a gift courtesy of Manderville and Manderville, a most illustrious Azorian consortium, of which you have doubtlessly heard. The resources are considerable, and their influence extend far beyond the borders of Aldernerd, but all their wealth pales in comparison to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Gormont, you will serve Master Akibono faithfully and without questions, will you not? But of course. Coming for Fent, he's under the influence of Dew Prism. Wait, you fool! Now is not the time. Apparently Noshus believes it was the time. Father, 'twas I, your beloved son, Hildebrand. Hearken to me, these men are villains. You are being deceived. The inspector arrives, as I knew he would. Doubtless your friends are cowering and hiding just as well. In one fell swoop, we shall bring an end to this farce. I call upon his most fearsome goldsmith. I call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these interlopers. And now he's blind. Oh dear. Maybe we should call Julian here. Magnificent, finish them all. Finish everyone. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said everyone. Not even lined up with his eyes. It falls to you, Hildor Maximilian Manderville. Forgive me, Father, but you no, not what you do. You're a Manderville? That baby don't look right. Manderville man! Abort, Father, abort, spare me your reverse Manderville sport thingy. Oh, I'm spent. What happened here? Oh, this is all very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to you all for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. Oh, and it should go without saying, but Manderville will be severing all ties with the Sahadra concern. Rejoice, my friends, for we have reclaimed the Soboro Sakiro once more. How fortunate that dastardly Okibono would be so loath to set it aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous. A final favor, if you would indulge me, lay it at my father's grave. Right then, I suppose you'll be wanting to get me back to the jail. Regardless of the reasons, a crime is a crime, and mine are many. And an upstanding Shigami like yourself must adhere to a code now. Indeed I must, which is why it will be much regret that I inform my superiors I have seen neither hide nor hair of the notorious wolf burglar. You sure about this? Not if you ask me again. Go to your father. Fury has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comfort and closure it deserves. You're mad, each and every one of you, even the samurai, and I love you all the more for it. Thank you. To hold fast to a righteous creed, yet recognize when too rigid an adherence would result in greater injustice. Truly, I am privileged to have witnessed this display of nuanced nobility. That, like the burglar, I might find a measure of peace in mourning mine own dearly departed. Oh, Ikindu, if only I knew how sorry I am. Ikindu, but how? Then what was it that I ate that fateful day? Yeah, the good has been fine this entire time. The other day we saw him in my pocket. Fools thinks this is the end. I think not. As all you belong to me now, Ronin. Now spirit me away from this place, far, far away. Far, far away. Greg, no, cease your egress. Close the rift that lies beyond the rift that lies between, to wondrous worlds yet unseen. Wait, no, don't do. Mummy, this is getting worse before it gets better. Wait for me, Inspector. And that was the last Edgar ever saw of them. Oh, this... there he goes, my beloved son. Not content to fly off into the sky, not content to fly as before they seeing Lex to leave his by vanishing into the earth. Though our time, brief as our time was together, I cannot deny how much he has grown. Both as an inspector extraordinaire and a Mandeville man besides, I say, as father, could not be more proud. And Edgar never saw any of them ever again. And off goes Lord Godbert along with Okibono. I should thank him for that. Nothing left for us but to follow them back to Kogane, I suppose. Are you ready? Good, then let us be off. I cannot even begin to imagine where I would be had I never crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. The Sekigami have concluded that even before the chief coin cutter fell under Kabono's thrall, he willingly and enthusiastically conspired with the merchant to illicit ends, and so he will be held to account. As for Akibono and his new defunct enterprise, the Levelin Consult has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between Harnish suppliers and Hangin merchants. I'll agree that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Regardless of their motives and their actions, put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it's safe to call it a change for the better, don't you? The best part is, you ask me, in light of Akibono's crimes, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay their exorbitant price are to be wiped clean. There was a time when I thought might not have thought as much good and evil, the innocent and the criminal. It all seems so simple in the abstract, but out here in the real world, life is anything but. You and the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was. You taught me to look beyond appearance and hearsay, and I'll be too quick to judge a man for his misdeeds. If I am worthy of the Shikitsugomi, it is because of you and him. Now, speaking of which, what exactly did you become of Inspector Hildbrand? Do you think we ought to do something, conduct a search, or... Oh, so this is a regular occurrence, it is. Fair enough. If you're certain that he will turn up eventually, none the worse for wear, then I shall take your word for it, and strike all worry from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come, that you and he are reunited once more, I but ask that you give him my best regards. I would say the same for the wolf burglar. I wonder what he's doing now. I would not fault him if he were, though I might take issue with his methods, and should he abandon all pretense and become a common thief, then I will bring him to justice. This I swear. So here, there's no time to dawdle. Your duties are far from finished. Yes, forgive me, right away. I must take my leave, but whenever you are passing through Kogani, I pray you do not hesitate to call on me here at the barracks. There's a tiny dot on the top of the clock tower. Well, not clock tower, whatever that type of tower is called. A spire. Or just a normal tower. Oh, he's not going to jump into the sky. He's on the roof. No, that's not on the roof. I wonder where he is this time. Oh, he's over there by the board. And with that, I'll see you all in the next.